Welcome to the midweek recap of English news from Italy and Friuli Venezia Giulia. An imperial dream returns to Castello di Miramare.
Archduke Maximilian of Habsburg built one of the 19th century's most notable Egyptian collections, over 100 artifacts, unseen in Trieste for 143 years, now on display at Castello di Miramare until November.
It's a very important cooperation for this exhibition. The Italian National Museum System with the Kunsthistorisches Museum of Wien and other very important collection and museum like the Museo Civico Winkelmann of Trieste and also the Egyptian Museum of Turin. It's very important to link all the institutions, European and also extra-European, for important projects of knowledge and exhibition like this.
There are different layers which are so important at this exhibition. First of all, to rebuild the museum that Maximilian dreamt of and wanted to have here in Miramar, to have for the first time the objects coming back to Trieste, to stress the cooperation across border to different countries, to reflect on the role of our continent and how important Egypt was at the beginning of the 19th century to shape our idea of a continent.
This exhibition was organized together with the museum here at Miramare and led by a very, very important international scientific committee that really showed how the depth of research and really the strengths of our knowledge about ancient Egypt have progressed over the last 150 years, from a very romantic perception of Egypt to a really very strongly founded idea of Egypt as one of the great origins of civilization.
Natale Dittel takes helm at Trieste and Monfalcone ports.
Natale Dittel has been named Secretary General of the Eastern Adriatic Sea Port Authority, overseeing Trieste and Monfalcone. The appointment was unanimously approved, and Dittel, an experienced port administrator, will take office on April 13th.
From London to Trieste, Boris Johnson at the Link Media Festival.
Link Media Festival returns to Trieste from the 10th to the 12th of April, bringing together over 70 journalists and international figures, including former British Prime Minister Boris Johnson, to analyze and explain the forces reshaping our world today.
Link Media Festival è un evento assolutamente importante perché permette di approfondire temi d'attualità visti dal punto di vista di chi l'informazione la fa di mestiere. È un momento di approfondimento che serve a tutti, quindi sia alle istituzioni per comprendere meglio la realtà, ma anche al giornalista per capire che la realtà è complessa e non può essere semplificata, in particolar modo in questo momento storico in cui i cambiamenti globali sono ormai all'ordine del giorno.
Link cerca di, esattamente come fanno i giornali, le TV, insomma, come deve fare un buon giornalismo, cerca di portare gli argomenti sempre più alla luce, di approfondirli e possibilmente di indagarli con le competenze reali. Ecco, questo evento, a mio avviso e a parere di tutto il nostro gruppo, a partire dal piccolo, è diciamo, il tentativo di parlare con competenza degli argomenti che ci stanno più a cuore.
Giovanni Floris, venerdì a mezzogiorno, e segnalo un importante appuntamento che è con l'ex premier britannico Boris Johnson, che sarà a Trieste per raccontarci e per commentare quelle che sono oggi gli avvenimenti e gli scenari che si stanno aprendo.
Maggiore Hospital making dental care accessible to everyone in Trieste.
Trieste, that is a not so big city, has the second biggest dental clinic in Italy for number of patients treated, and the mixing of research, didactic and clinical activities I think may be an example also for other experiences in this field. We know that we cannot cover all the necessity, is clear, but I'm sure that our activities is an important part of the answer for the population. So we want to improve every day to increase our efficacy and to give the best treatment for everyone.
Friuli Venezia Giulia bets on quantum, faster computing, safer communications, and a glimpse into the future.
Friuli Venezia Giulia has launched 2 quantum technology research projects backed by €7.5 million in regional funding. Goals include unbreakable communication networks and next-generation computing.
Sono 2 ulteriori progetti in un percorso che la Regione Friuli Venezia Giulia ha voluto fare dal 2019 di investimento nelle tecnologie quantistiche, che per come il mondo sta evolvendo comprendiamo anche meglio ora di quanto saranno determinanti nel futuro.
Trieste Police closer to population around the clock.
Municipal police recorded nearly 60,000 citizen contacts last year. The force is now expanding its digital and in-person communication channels.
Well, the theme of the conference of today is the importance of all the different channels that local police use to reach citizens. Social media or police patrol, all are very important. A good communication impact on relationship between citizens and local police, impact also on law enforcement trust, but also on safety, security and quality of life.
Back to deep space, humanity's return beyond the moon.
Today, April 1st, 2026, 4 astronauts will launch from Kennedy Space Center on Artemis 2, looping around the moon on a 10-day mission, pushing farther than any crew since the Apollo.
Importance is really key for the full space sector, just because it's the first step for going beyond that. So, I mean, the man and women are used to go in the so-called low Earth orbit, so meaning very close to the Earth surface, 400 kilometers. Going over the moon is a completely different environment, not at all protected by the atmosphere. So it's completely, if the space environment is harsh, I would say that the moon environment is definitely more harsh than that. So it's, but it's the first step to the world beyond the moon. I mean, for Mars or for whatever. Launch is really to bring back to the moon the human being, which is not just man, but is, as we all know, is for a human being is a free man and one woman, and this is great because we need to improve that. So to give a sign to the community, and I mean after 50 years, more than 50 years, we are coming back to the moon to stay on the moon, not just to say that we are able to go to the moon, but really to stay to the moon and use that maybe as a basis for next travels. Of course, this time we will not, the astronaut will not land on the moon. Okay, so it's just they will just orbit in the moon, but they will test the launching system, the SLS, and they will test also the Orion spacecraft. So it's I mean, it's a major step for the full community.
Thank you for watching in Trieste Web TV. We speak your language.